somebody asked me the other day, have I ever lied on my resume? And I said, what? Me lie? Well, I've had to modify the truth in order to secure a job to provide for my family. Hold on, before you judge me, let me explain. I started in a Western years ago, many of you don't know, called Comanche Moon. It was the prequel to Lonesome Dove. It was a 6-hour miniseries on CBS. Tommy Lee Jones, Robert Duvall starred in the first in Lonesome Dove. We did the younger version starring Steve Zahn, Carl Urban, Elizabeth Banks, Val Kilmer, and me. Now, I played the role of Dietz, which was played in the first Lonesome Dove by the great Danny Glover. I played the younger version of Danny Glover's character 15 years earlier. Shout out to the great Danny Glover, by the way. I'm up for the gig, and the last hoop to jump through, they asked me, they said, Keith, can you ride a horse? I said, me ride a horse? Bro, I rode a horse here, okay? It's right out front, okay? So anyway, they gave me the job. Cut to, I'm in the middle of the New Mexico desert. I get there, the main cast, they're riding, their questions, they're jumping creeks, they're jumping over hills. They're real experienced, and some of the wranglers are there look like they're fresh out of a stampede. They got on the gear, the cowboy hats, the boots. I got on a fresh Nike white sweatsuit, okay, in the Dust Bowl. You know where that's going. Now, I don't know if any of you have ridden a horse at top speed, like they call it loping, but it's equivalent to sitting on the hood of a high-powered sports car, okay, rolling with no doors and no windows. It's pretty frightening. So I was a little bit scared, to say the least, and I was in pain, and I was moving around about to fall off, so I thought. So the wrangler, he rode up beside me, and he looked over. He said, hey, breathe. And I was like, oh, okay. I started rolling. So before you know it, me and him took off the other direction, and that was a Friday. By Monday, I rolled up into the circle, fully ready to go. We shot a 6-hour miniseries for 3 months. And by the time we got to the middle of production, a lot of them would come to me and say, hey, man, you was lying. You knew you could always ride. I was like, no, I wasn't either. Now, what they also didn't tell me is that I was the experienced one that could sew, could cook, could do all the things. There was a reason why there was the brother in the crew with all the cowboys, because he was skilled at many things. So that meant I had 2 horses. Well, a horse and a jackass. So I'm riding like this. One hand is a horse, the other is a strong jackass. So for 3 months, he could stop on a dime if we're going 50 miles an hour and start eating. I would feel him pulling. So I'm doing this for 3 months, trying to come on, because I could feel him pulling, and tore my shoulder deep into production. Almost didn't make it through, but I did, boys and girls. And what I wanted to tell to other actors sometimes, should you ever lie on your resume in order to get a job when it's right there? No, don't ever lie on your resume. But should you fake it until you make it, or maybe get on the job training? Well,